With less than 72 hours to the end of the year 2024, on Justice for Mohbad, something dropped, and it is important, very much important. In fact, this should be a turning point because a lot of people they already had this kind of feel that maybe Mohbad is not going to get justice. Some people thought within themselves, why should we bother ourselves? We don't need to bother ourselves. Let's just forget about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as it is right now, there is a lot that is happening, and it will be it will not be a good thing for us not to be carried along on this journey of justice for Mohbad. Everything that drops must be given to us. Why? Because we all have done a lot. We've put in too much effort into this justice, money, time, and a lot of things have been put into it. So every detail, every information is important. And you know how we do it on this platform. Everything that drops on justice for Mohbad, either from the camp of anti-justice or the camp of the justice or evidence or whatever, everything is put out here so that we all can be on the same page. Well, the latest that we've been dealing with is that of the conversation from the social media handle of Adura, Mohbad's younger brother, to activist Yobi Fabi. And not just that alone, there are other talk or conversation that came out on this justice for Mohbad. Many people have asked themselves, why is this justice difficult to gain? Why is it difficult to get? Why are we struggling as if we cannot get the dividends of our efforts, of our labor? Why? Well, fingers have been pointing for a long time towards the direction of CCTV and also Mohbad's phone, or the one with Wunmi or the one with Adura, that there is a link to the inner CCTV. There is an external CCTV and there is an inner CCTV. The inner CCTV is not with any other third party, such as the security of that estate. It is with the owner of the apartment or the person residing in that apartment. Video footages of what transpired. Now, there are three things that we've heard. One, Mohbad's father said the boyfriend or man friend of Wunmi pied my son. Also, another audio recording came out where Mohbad's mother said, if they say there is a stab, I will not believe that. But if they say something was used to hit my son, a blunt object, by Wunmi, I would then say, okay, that is possible. Well, you'll be shocked at what you're about to hear. This is serious. This is deep. Ladies and gentlemen, this life is full of wickedness. Please like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. Let's get right into it.
Wunmi wá jáde. Ó ní kí Mohbad tó kú. Ó ní Mohbad fún gbogbo àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, ó fún wọn ní 1 million naira. Ó ní ó wá fún Adura. Ó wá gba iPhone tó wà lọ́wọ́ Wunmi, iPhone 13 tó wà lọ́wọ́ Wunmi. Ó ló gbà fún Adura. Ó ní because kò fún Adura ní 1 million naira.
Okay.
Ó fún ní phone. Ipe kó gbà. Ọwọ́ Wunmi ni phone yẹn wà. Tó fi ń share the same iCloud. Ó mú fún ó gbà lọ́wọ́ Wunmi, ó mú fún Adura. So now Adura ń lo phone yẹn gọ́gọ́ Adura ń lò.
Ẹjọ́ ta ló sọ eléyìí torí mi ò gbélé rí o.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n Wunmi ló sọ.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n Wunmi.
Tàbí ló sọ Kàrímọ́.
Okay. Now let me tell you something.
Ẹni sùúrù mi ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Ẹni sùúrù.
Yeah, ẹ jẹ́ kó
let her finish.
Wímọ̀dà jẹ́ kó parí ṣé bí wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà parí nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ.
Ó fún Adura ní fóònù yẹn, òun l'Adura ń lò. Ìgbà tí Mohbad kú tán, wọ́n ní màmá kan lára àwọn sọ̀pọ́tà ìyá Mohbad tó ń sọ̀pọ́tì wọn. Màmá yẹn wálé láti abroad. Ó ra iPhone, ó dà pé iPhone 15. ó rà fídíò tí màmá yẹn ti mú fídíò tí màmá yẹn ti mú fún yẹn fún Àdúrà ó wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó wà iPhone 15 ó mú fóònù yẹn fún Àdúrà.
Liars don't lie nìyẹn o, liars don't lie.
ẹ máa gbọ́ ó ní Àdúrà fi ní ló fi ní fóònù míì ló fi ní àǹfààní láti ta fóònù tó dátà fún Dàmọ́lá. Now ibi tí mo wá ń lọ lélẹ́yìí ká ní Nigerian police kẹjẹ ká máa sọ fún wọn a lot of things wà tó fi lè rí nǹkan tó fi lè rí nǹkan. Mohbad àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ jọ ń share the same iCloud fóònù yẹn dẹ̀ ni Wùmí ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó wà lórí fóònù Mohbad tí wọ́n lè rí lórí iPhone 13 yẹn. That iPhone 13 is very very useful but they refuse to do the needful. iPhone 13 yẹn ni wọ́n tà fún Dàmọ́lá tí Dàmọ́lá fi chat Yomi ṣerú iPhone 13 yẹn ló yẹ kí wọ́n jẹ́ kó lọ just like that. So now what are we saying? Ẹ wá sọ wípé ṣẹ́rí gbogbo bí táwọn fojú sí yìí ọ̀nà ò lè gbàbẹ̀. Nǹkan tó yẹ kí everybody fi mọ̀ wípé ọmọ yẹn máa rí justice nìyẹn. We have a lot of things tó jẹ́ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé a working country tí iṣẹ́ ń lọ tọ́mọ ojúṣe wọn ni a máa rí justice fọmọ yẹn. A lot of things ló wà tó ń ṣeré kiri tá à ń fẹsẹ̀ gbá káàkiri tó fi lè rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. But ṣe mọ̀ torí pé country wa wọn ṣe bó ṣe yẹ kán ṣe òun ni nírú yẹn tún fi wà tó tún fẹ́ fi gba sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí gbogbo àwa tá a bá mọ òótọ́ àwọn tó mọ òótọ́ tí wọ́n refuse láti sọ àwọn tó ń fọwọ́ bo ìkà mọ́lẹ̀ tó refuse láti sòótọ́. Ọlọ́run sọ pé èmi bọ́ kankan èrè mi sì ń bẹ pẹ̀lú àbí báwo làwọn Christian ṣe máa sọ kọ́ máa retí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ yìí kọ́ máa retí ẹ̀. A lot of people will go down for it. Ẹni tó fetí gbọ̀ngàn tí kò yẹ kó ṣe needful tí ò ṣe ó máa bá a lọ. Ntẹ́mi máa sọ nìyẹn.
Okay, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́
That's very good submission. Queen Mother, about Yomi aspect case, I think I've been with you on Daddy York program before, which they have narrate all these things there.
Sorry, we too. We have a lot of Queen Mother.
And Queen Mother, you hardly see her online. There is no other Queen Mother that is beautiful and fair like this.
Yeah, because I saw Queen Mother, one Queen Mother at Daddy York program, Mohbad and Wunmi.
No, that's another Queen Mother. The only, if you lie once, I will not give you second chance. I won't believe anything that comes out from there. I'm sorry to say, the day she went on...
Anyone in this earth that doesn't lie, let's be real.
There's some
everybody lies. It doesn't mean that you cannot be trusted.
No, for me, it's for me, for you, For me, this is a murder case. You don't lie, you don't joke with it. You say what you know. You don't say what you don't know. He's very, very sensitive. She came out and she said a lot of things. Later, she came back again. She changed everything. So that is me. I don't want to go to that route. But what I'm saying is now about the phone that maybe Adura sold the phone for Damola. I don't understand that end. That's why I'm asking Aminka that what really happened to Yomi, Adura, and Damola. Damola, who is Damola? Damola is Wunmi's brother, Abi?
This is not Wunmi's brother. We are here that
Adura chat with Yomi. It's not Damola. As far as Yomi is concerned, Adura is the one that chats with Yomi. Damola is not claiming that he is the one that chats with Yomi, not Adura. But as far as Yomi is concerned, Yomi stand on his ground that is Adura chat with him. So whatever they chat, whoever that chat with Yomi, whether it's Adura, whether it's Damola, we don't give a damn. We don't want to know. The content of that chat is what we are interested on.
Let them bring
the content of that chat. The few second video is what we, the public, are interested on. They should look at that content. Why do they send that chat to Yomi? That shows that what we have been saying, that Wunmi by Mohbad, is what they have said. Is that chat they have chatted to Yomi? And this same thing we are suspecting since many months, since 15 months. It's the same thing that is happening between K-Kan and Yeye Kudi. There was a secret that Kekran sent to Yeye Kudi to keep it safe, not to expose it. How Wunmi kpai Mohbad in the house. They had a fight. This is the rumor we are hearing. Every rumors, there's elements of truth in every rumor.
Exactly.
So Wunmi kpai Mohbad, and then according to the Kekran video or voice note or chat to Yeye Kudi, says that they stamp Wunmi Mohbad on his back of his head. They put a plaster there after that fight that Mohbad got injury. And this is what we have been saying. We are still standing on our ground that Wunmi kpai Mohbad. They had a fight in the house. Wunmi and Mohbad has been living in a domestic violent relationship, and nobody could stop them. The family is aware, they know. So why they are protecting Adura in this case is because why Adura know that Wunmi kpai his brother and refused to speak, since if he now come to speak, he has a consequence to face. That's why they are protecting Adura, shutting him up not to come and speak. That's why Damola is taking that responsibility to go down rather than for Adura, because Damola know that he will be able to stand any interrogation from the police, but Adura will not be able to stand any interrogation from the police. He will expose them. That's why they are trying to protect Adura. Yeah.
Queen Mother, Justice for Mohbad, let me corroborate what you said, right? The recent voice note from Mama Mohbad said, tó bá sọ pé Wunmi gun pa mi ò ní gbà yẹn, but tó bá sọ pé Wunmi lù pa, ó ní màá gbà, màá accept yẹn. That is another corroborative statement from Mama Mohbad.
Yes, exactly.
That if they,
Hello, sir. And before that voice,
Ìyá today say Wunmi yawo.
Oh,
Ìyá
yes.
today to say Wunmi yawo.
Yes.
Wunmi yawo.
And Baba Mohbad ní pé ọmọ àlè ló pa mọ́ mi, mo mọ ohun tó pa mọ́ mi. He said he knows skin is gone. Ọmọ àlè Oya, let them come and tell us. So we are here to fight for who kpai Mohbad.
Let me read out the first thing. This is Adura's TikTok account.
Mohbad don't carry us with this.
Okay, so and Adura wrote to Yomi on this chat. He said, Hello, Mr. Activist. I have a video of the fight, present, past, of the fight, Cynthia and my brother, with Cynthia and my brother. I want 3 million naira payment before I send the video. Then there is Adura sent you a message request, accept, delete, and report. Meaning he is not following Adura. Adura is the first time Adura is writing to Yomi. That's the first thing he wrote to Yomi. Then he realized Yomi was not responding. He went straight to Yomi's live stream and said, Oga Activist, go to your DM. I drop you a message. And today, it is Damola that is in the cell. Adura saying it was Damola that used the phone to enter his own TikTok and chat Yomi. But this was the first message they sent to Mr. Yomi. So Yomi now went and replied him and said, I'm on a show. Like, I will get back to you, I'm on a show. He now said, okay, make we do one first. But yeah, I shall go give another person the video. So when Yomi said he's busy on his live stream, he said, okay, he should choose one. Either he should go and give somebody else this information, or Yomi should respond now. You get? Yomi now say, wait, Joe. If I don't get, you know, say if I don't, hello.
So that means when, according to what they are saying, that means when me and Mohbad were fighting, instead of Adura and the people in that house to separate them, they were recording.
Yes.
Good. I like that question you asked. Listen, sorry. I like that question you asked, madam. I will explain. I'll explain that part to you. Nobody can record that moment, but there's a camera in that house, which Mohbad share the camera with Adura. So anybody that they share the camera with, everything that happened in the house must be inside that person's phone as well.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's a
So
good
that
one.
means
Because that's the question.
was
That's the question I've been waiting for Queen Mother to ask.
okay. That means
And
that
point
means
of correction.
that
Mohbad
means
did not share the
recording-
video.
that means
Point
the
of correction.
recording- the
Mohbad did
recording
not
she
share the
has-
video with Adura. He
that
shared it
means-
with
hold on.
Wunmi.
No, the
That
iCloud.
iPhone
The child
13.
with the iCloud. Anybody can share video. Camera at home.
Hold on.
You can share with your children. You can share with your family.
Hold on.
Yes, he shared it with Wunmi with that iPhone 13.
How do you know that it doesn't share with Adura? How did you know that it doesn't share with Adura? When you can share video and camera with your friend, with your family, with your children.
Wait, with that iPhone 13, that Wunmi was using before.
Yeah. Once
Sandra, I'm coming. Let me correct something here, Sandra.
iCloud. What is inside his phone?
Wait. Let me correct something here, Sandra.
Yes.
Before we hand over that iPhone to Adura, she might have cleaned the iPhone. So don't bank on that. Anything coming from that iPhone. But that if I have a CCTV.
No.
Wait.
Let me tell you something. Mohbad collect that phone from Wunmi. Is Mohbad that collect that phone from Wunmi?
Wunmi, if he collect, he bought another phone for Wunmi and now collected it
Yes,
for Wunmi.
and let me tell you something. Nobody is aware that Mohbad want to collect that phone from Wunmi. Even Wunmi is not aware.
Sandra, hold on now. Even though if I'm giving my younger brother a phone, I must clean it. Once I log out from my iCloud, I will clean the phone off before I hand over to him. It's normal. Wunmi must have deleted everything.
See,
you.
there was a time my daughter.
My daughter. Wunmi is smarter than that. Wunmi is smarter than that. Wunmi must have cleaned it up before I give to Adura. But what we are saying is that the camera at home, I can share, like my camera in my house now. Is on my wife's phone also. I can log in through my wife's phone. I can log in through even my two phones, both my Android and my iPhone. That's my camera in my house, so I can check any of my device. My wife can check. Please 1 minute. A lot of all this more. If we put one or two together, Wunmi has said it clearly in the CTC that Mohbad died in the house. Right now, you saw the lie they have been feeding us with about the show. Prime Boy fought Mohbad injured. He came to the house. Blah blah blah. We all knew that it was cock and bull. We knew they were lying to us because it did not make sense for a police to put a report together. A deputy commissioner in that regards, told us in that report that Mohbad bled profusely. We tried to look for where profusely come find for Mohbad's story. Person where they injured, small injury from the show. Ordinary spit, ordinary saliva. Ordinary saliva. So why police who assume Mohbad telling us the public that Mohbad bled profusely? So we were cracking our brain. Where with this coming from? If not that Mohbad injured in the house. When you use the word profusely, it is gushing out now. Police were the one that assumed Mohbad's body. If police the one that assumed Mohbad's body, before they gave that preliminary report, they knew what they saw in that body before they dropped that message. Now, corroborative statement will be coming from the family member. Mohbad Yawani. You see, if we have a public lawyer, we're supposed to sue every one of them. Mama Mohbad number one. High Court. Bring Falashade in, who saw blood, and corroborate Baba's statement. Bring it
Number one.
So it is quite obvious that they somehow do not want to get justice for Mohbad. They believe strongly within themselves that getting money is better. Mohbad is not alive. If you are from a family that lacks morals, that lacks integrity, this is definitely what will become of you. Some people are unfortunate to come from a useless family. Some people are unfortunate to have friends that are useless. But the thing is that you cannot choose family, but you can choose friends. You can even choose partner. You can choose a wife, husband. You can decide for yourself. Mohbad is not here, so we cannot blame him because he cannot answer for himself, even though we've seen several loopholes and we've seen some inaction and many things. According to Karimo, Mohbad was under a spell. But prior to this spell of a thing, Mohbad had been warned, but he did not listen. He was told to get rid of Wunmi. He refused. He was weak in that aspect. Also, they talk about the mobile phone and the conversation that was had with activist actor Yomi Fabi. You heard what our guest said. They are in shock. They just cannot understand. And it is true. No one can really understand why. Why the police had access to investigate. Well, just like what the other person said, that majority of those information would have been wiped off. And there are certain information that you cannot retrieve. You can't retrieve them. Once it is wiped off, it goes off from your iCloud account. So they delete it, wipe out the iCloud account, empty it. It won't be there. It won't be there. So the only way to get back some of this, that is if they did not like really get rid of. The only way to get them is if the iCloud, that's the iPhone company, has a shadow of whatever it is in that phone. That's the only way. That is the only way. If they don't, well, we might not be able to get that video recording of what happened inside of that house. Unfortunately, Mohbad has a brother that is as useless can ever be. That is as wicked as wickedness can ever be. Who will think of this and then smile? Who will think of this and smile? Who will think of this and say, oh, he's simply protecting? What interest is this? Is there something else? Because at times I wonder, people are already lambasting Mohbad's father. They say this man knows some things, but he's covering, that he's not being truthful. And there are certain things that they brought out. They said he was called ahead, that Mohbad had passed away. Why did he come to tell us a story? Maybe he did because he wanted to protect the first child by not mentioning her name and going along with, this is what happened, this is what I got to hear, and this is what, it is what it is anyway. It's just unfortunate. It's very much unfortunate. It's very much unfortunate. And we've been on this for a long time and we're pressing and pushing. But the truth of the matter is that the public and the police are the ones to get this justice settled. The police will do what they need to do, and then this case will be taken to the court. Also, the coroner inquest has been on a pause for a while. Stay of proceeding. It has been on a pause for a while. And it is from the coroner inquest that the magistrate will then submit to the Justice Department the recommendation. And then the Justice Department will now talk about taking this to the trial. Then they will believe there is something. But from the look of things, from the way I'm looking at it, saying these things, it might be that we'll just be there, hoping, believing that the inquest, what would have broken the camel's back, broken everything, and is something big and weighty. Same as this, some of our guests are saying, what would have broken it? What would have, come on. There is a cover up, a huge cover up, and we are not happy with Mohbad's younger brother at all. We are not happy unless somehow he is not privy to it. But from the conversation that we've had over time and from the conversation at the coroner inquest, the testimony, the coroner testimony, we all have established that these guys, their talk, even though they all claim they are present at that place at that time, their talk, their testimony, there is a lot of discrepancies in it. That discrepancy is what should have been picked here and there. Discrepancies, a lot of it. I am of the opinion that the police, that particular section, refuse to do due diligence. They refuse to dig deep. To them, they are not making anything from this. Money is not going to fall into their pocket. Most of them, they operate when money is involved. They operate when they know that their job is at stake and they can be sacked. That is why they will quickly jump and move into action when it has to do with one of those dignitaries. They will move quickly, swiftly, take action. Or when money is involved. And even when money is involved, at times they will play games. But if there is a lot of money, police can be used as a tool to oppress. They can be used as a tool to cover up. All over the world, not just in that section of the police station in Lagos there, where this case went into. They say they took some phones, they did this and that. Of course, before those phones were given to them, if that day, even though we are hearing that Mohbad possibly had passed away on Monday before the Tuesday talk, so they had left him for almost 24 hours. Just imagine if the due diligence that's supposed to be done had been done when Mohbad's father went to the first police station asking for police report. If they had arrested them, confiscated all their phones, we would be in a better place. But unfortunately, it's quite unfortunate. If you will, it is so sad. The most important thing is make sure you don't buy.